It is a sin to be fat as a person. I'm not talking about your worth as a human being. I'm talking about lack of restraint, overconsumption, gluttony, because that's what this really is. Gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins for a reason. Not because food is evil, we're not about to demonize food, and not because pleasure is evil, but because your lack of control over your appetite is. And most people, they don't just overconsume food, they overconsume everything. Food, alcohol, adult entertainment, validation, comfort, attention. All of these things, it's never just about weight, it's also about impulse. And in my opinion, being overweight is a visible symptom of an invisible problem. Because you can't tell when enough is enough. That's the sin, not the body weight, but the lack of discipline. You can't tell yourself no. From what I've noticed, one deadly sin feeds the others. So you have gluttony. Gluttony feeds sloth. You eat, you feel sluggish, you can't move, you become lazy. Sloth feeds envy. You start watching other people, whatever they have going on in their lives. And then you become envious. Envy feeds wrath. You start getting mad. Why can't you have what they have? Why can't you be like them? You're mad at the world. And then that wrath feeds ego. You become egotistical. You can't see the flaws within yourself. You can't see the problems that have arisen. You refuse them. You deny them. They're not real. What I was actually meant to say there was pride, but you guys see how that works. They're not separate. It's a cycle, and it starts small. And this happens so subtly. It's one more portion when you decided that you were full. One more episode when you said you'd sleep. One more drink when you said that you weren't drinking. One more excuse when you said that you'd start yesterday. Nobody becomes 40 pounds overnight. It's done very carefully in the unchecked impulsivity that you have. You say things like, I want to lose weight, but then you eat when you're bored. You say you're disciplined, but you don't track your calories. You say that you're working on it, but Uber Eats knows your address off by heart. You do all of these things and then wonder why you're not progressing. Indulgence doesn't stay in one area of your life, it doesn't. If you can't say no to food, what makes you think in your right mind you're going to be able to say no to distractions? If you can't control your plate, how can you control your finances, your habits, your emotions? Pretending this is fine won't help you. Normalizing self-destruction won't help you. You don't need shame, you just need standards, man. And there's a very simple way of knowing when enough is enough. A lot of people actually know right from wrong. When you need to start negotiating with yourself, that should tell you everything that you need to know. Or one more won't hurt. I'll start on Monday. I deserve this. And a lot of people are naive enough to believe that they can fix gluttony through motivation. You can't fix a lot of things through motivation, but through boundaries, through standards. You say you're trying to eat healthier. Okay, remove all of the junk food from your house. You say you're trying to have one portion of food, so pre-portion your food. You say that you're trying to survive 11 p.m. Just go to sleep earlier. Set these boundaries in place so that you don't have to overcome any kind of adversity. Make things easier for yourself. If you keep trusting raw emotion, you'll keep on losing. Start small. Eat until you're satisfied, not until you're stuffed. Sit in the discomfort of not having desserts. Drink water before you grab snacks. Track what you eat for 30 days. Train even when you don't feel like it. Not to punish yourself, but just to prove to yourself that you're not a slave to your appetite. When you finally beat gluttony, because I know that you will, you weaken the rest of the sins. You build discipline, and that carries over into your relationships, into work, into your standards. You're no longer living impulsively, but you're living with intention. Being overweight isn't just about aesthetics either. It's a physical manifestation of excess, and excess, left unchecked, corrodes your life. You don't need to be perfect, but you do need to get a grip. And like I said previously, this isn't about chasing perfection. It's about training your restraint, so that when that restraint is at a competent level, it will bleed into other aspects of your life. You can finally regain control over your body. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share it to a friend you think may need to see this video. And if you guys want to join a community full of like-minded people on the path of self-development, then I'll leave a link down below in the description, as well as the comment section. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care and God bless.